Hey there, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I just wanted to share a little bit more information about the Smart Visa program here in Thailand. So this is what I was under for about 6 months, and it took a couple tries to actually get approved for the visa. I was rejected twice, but then the third time, you know what they say, third time's a charm, and I was able to get approved for the Smart Visa. I had to go to Bangkok from Koh Samui, where I live. As you can see behind me, this is the place where we live on the island. Really nice spot. Went to Bangkok, picked up the Smart Visa from the BOI office, which stands for the Board of Investment. It's essentially like a government organization that distributes the visas, right? So I did that, and then that was good for 6 months. It was a startup visa for this, well, startup that I was launching over here, doing virtual tours for hotels, resorts, and in real estate as well to a certain extent. So one of the most important things to get approved for the Smart Visa is you have to show a clear benefit to the economy in Thailand, which is why I was actually rejected the first two times. It wasn't really clear what the benefit was. But yeah, so that's the most important step. And then you're also going to need to make sure that you upload a pitch deck when you're applying for your visa. I've made another video about this before. You can click up here somewhere to watch that video where I just go step by step through how to apply for the Smart Visa. And I also offer coaching consulting on a one-on-one basis. Just recently helped a few clients put together their pitch deck, and one of them is actually uploading it today. He's submitting the application, and fingers crossed it gets approved because he's planning to come over here to launch a mobile app, which is going to be for buying and selling in Thailand, which is a really good idea, and I'm optimistic that it's going to pass the seal of approval. So if anyone needs any help with applying for their Smart Visa, feel free to reach out to me. You can schedule a free discovery call for 30 minutes. Just click the link in the description below. And then, like I say, I also offer coaching consulting to just basically help you improve your chances of getting approved, because it takes about a month to, once you submit your application, it will take about a month to get either denied or approved. It's not a lot of people know about the Smart Visa for one reason or another. I think it's a really good option, especially if you're, a smart entrepreneur or highly skilled professional, and you're looking to come over to Thailand, make this your home base. I think it's a really good option. And then after the first 6 months, you can extend the Smart Startup Visa up to 2 years. The only thing is you're going to have to show 600,000 baht in a Thai bank account. It has to be in a Thai bank account for, I believe, at least 3 months. I could be wrong, though. And then in order to open that Thai bank account, you're going to need the Smart Visa to do that, because it essentially takes the place of a work permit. It's a digital work permit that you collect when you collect your visa at the BOI. So open your bank account, put in the 600,000 baht, and then you also have to register your company. You can use a lawyer to do this, obviously, if you want to, or you can do it yourself. That's going to cost X amount as well. But keep in mind, that's only to extend up to 2 years. For the first 6 months of the startup visa, you don't need to show proof of income in a bank account or anything like, hiring Thai people at that point. You'll need to after the first 6 months, which is one of the reasons that I decided to just cancel my Smart Visa, because after the first 6 months, I basically had found a company that was doing something very similar to what I was doing at my startup, but they were much, much further ahead. They've been doing this 18 years now, at least. And so I just decided, if you can't beat them, might as well join them. So I just canceled the Smart Visa. I did a visa run down to Penang in Malaysia. So if you've never been to Penang, it's a relatively small island in Malaysia. I chose this as my place to do the visa run because I figured it would be pretty easy to get back to Koh Samui from there. It wasn't too far. And after doing that, I was able to get the non-B visa. Just took about 5 days. Had to get all the paperwork in order to get that, and then came back to Thailand, and then was eventually, after 3 months, able to convert that over into an official work permit, which is something that, you know, I've been trying to do for a long time now. The Smart Visa, obviously, it takes the place of a work permit, but it basically acted as a bridge between my tourist visa, which I was on for many years. You know, I've been working remotely over here for a long time, earning an income outside Thailand for the most part. So, yeah, basically working remotely from Thailand for 2 years. And so that was okay. And then I got the Smart Visa for this startup, converted over to a work permit essentially, and the rest is history. So now my work permit's valid for 18 months, which is excellent news. But obviously the work permit's not very easy to get unless you can find a company that sees your potential and is willing to sponsor you for that work permit, right? Which I was very lucky to find. Obviously not an overnight success. Nothing is in life. You have to put the work in. And, you know, this is one of the reasons I encourage people to, you know, if you're planning to make a trip over to Thailand, just do it, right? Just come over here. You can get your tourist visa on arrival for 30 days. You can extend that up to 45 days. It's not really that big of a deal. And then if you do have to do like a visa run down to Malaysia or Cambodia or Vietnam or anywhere, you can do that. It's not that expensive. You just come back into Thailand and you can do that for as long as you want, basically. Although I believe that the government is now capping it at about 3 times per year for a land border crossing, possibly a little bit more if you want to, you know, fly to another destination and come back in. I'm not entirely sure, but that's one of the reasons it's great. It's a big weight off your chest once you get the work permit or the Smart Visa or the LTR visa, which is another one that is a relatively new visa. It's through the BOI, same company that does the Smart Visa, only it's valid for 10 years for about 50,000 baht. So much cheaper than the Elite Visa, which is roughly 30,000 US dollars for 15 to 20 years. I think it's a much better option to get the LTR visa, which I'll leave a link in the description below where you can watch my full video giving the rundown on how to get that visa. I have a friend here in Koh Samui. He's a retired guy. He's been living over here quite a few years. And actually, when I went to go pick up cancel my Smart Visa, he was also there collecting his LTR visa. So he's got that now. It's good for 10 years. It's mostly for retirees, like wealthy pensioners. If you have a lot of capital, like assets that you own, then you can get approved. If you're also a highly skilled professional making over 80,000 a year dollars, then you can also get approved for the LTR visa. And yeah, it's a really good option if you're looking for something a little bit cheaper than the Elite Visa. Probably, I would say, more difficult to get approved for versus the Smart Visa, but still definitely doable, especially if you're making a lot of money and you're planning on coming over and you want to make Thailand your home base. So yeah, and obviously feel free to reach out to me. You can send me an email. I'll leave my email down below if you'd like to schedule a consultation call. I charge, you know, roughly the same price as the visa itself. That's basically just to make sure all your ducks are in a row, your pitch deck is filled out properly, and basically expedite the process so that you don't have to get rejected a bunch of times before that you get approved for the Smart Visa. And other than that, I would just wish you best of luck. And obviously, if you're looking to make a move over to Thailand and you need any help with visa advice, I'm a wealth of information, so feel free to reach out to me. And with that being said, you can also sign up for health insurance with Safety Wing, which you're going to need for the Smart Visa as well. Link in the description below. It's an affiliate link, so I will get a small commission for everybody that signs up. But I'd really appreciate it if you sign up with my link. I highly recommend Safety Wing. They're not an official sponsor for this video, although I am in touch with some people over there. They're not an official sponsor yet. But yeah, they provide health insurance for remote workers and remote startups. So definitely check out Safety Wing. And with that being said, wish you best of luck. Take care. Stay safe. Peace from Thailand.